Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us tonight. My name is Katrina and I am so excited to get to launch these two beautiful ladies tonight who I've got the pleasure to know over the last couple of months. So we're going to talk a little bit about a company that we work for online. And I know for the majority of people, online work is so misunderstood and most people have no idea that it's even an option. So I like to have these events just to break it down, to kind of let you know a little bit more about what they're doing. We do rely heavily on word of mouth. We don't pour millions of dollars into advertising or marketing. We just want to see real results speak for themselves and refer on peer-to-peer reviews, I guess. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that tonight. We're going to talk about the awesome product and the program that we represent, and also the behind the scenes, the how we get paid and all that kind of stuff. Because I feel like if somebody had told me all about this years ago, I wouldn't have wasted so much of my life inside jobs that made me feel like shit. If I'm really honest, I did so many different bits and pieces just to get a wage. And if I'm honest, I was still only just scraping by anyway. So if I had have known that there was an option to legitimately make money online, I would have been there decades ago. So we're going to be really upfront about all that tonight and give you the ins and outs. We don't expect anybody to come bouncing in and sign up straight away. That's not what we do these for. This is a word of mouth business, like I said before. So it might make perfect sense and you go, hey, look, I want to do it. Or you might know of somebody who it can totally relate to. And that is the power of how you can support these two beautiful women here tonight. Okay, so I came across this business 5 years ago. And when I did come across it, I was my own boss, which you'd think would be awesome, right? But I was actually spending so much time running around organizing everything else. It actually meant I was spending no time at home with my two kids. I was doing family daycare during the day, which I think you guys call in-home care over there in NZ. I have a Bachelor of Education. So for me, that was my way to be able to stay home with my kids. I hate working for someone, in case you didn't pick that up. I hated being told that I only had a certain amount of annual leave, or I only had certain amount of days that I could have off, or work shifts, all that stuff. It wasn't for me. So I thought that this was going to be the way that I could have the freedom that I wanted. I also owned a dance studio and I ran that at night. And, if you looked at me on paper, you'd think she's pretty much got her shit together. I was living week to week. Like I was literally scraping in the couch to get a couple of coins to be able to put fuel in my car. And the moment that I just broke down and was like, I can't do this anymore, was when my little girl, she'd been invited to her first birthday party. And it was kind of just like the mum was a single mum as well. So we're all ditching in to kind of help out. And she'd asked if we could each put in $50 to cover the lunch and the mini golf that they were going to go do. And my heart broke because I had to turn around and tell my daughter that she couldn't go to the birthday party on the weekend because I just didn't have $50 to give her. At that stage, $50 was my entire weekly fund money. So it just wasn't feasible for me to put it all down on one birthday party. And that was when I was just like, there has got to be something else out there. Like tell me what it is. I'm going to start doing risky shit right now so that I can try and find something, because this is not the way of life that I want to live forever. Now, the funny thing is that while I was looking, I actually ran into a girlfriend that I was avoiding because she was selling stuff online. How ironic, right? But she actually was selling Juice Plus capsules. And she tried to talk to me before about it, and I had blatantly ignored her because I just assumed it was one of those things. And I ran into her at the supermarket and we got talking about life. And I said that I was in the midst of a breakup and that life was just shit. And I said, I'm really struggling at the moment. I feel like I'm full of anxiety, and I was really honest, which was unlike me back then because I felt like I had giant walls up. And she said to me, babe, you need to order my products, right? Straight in there. And she said, this is why I take them, for my anxiety and depression. And literally, I just thought, you know what have I got to lose? Like, I don't want to go down the GP route because I know I'll end up on all sorts of things. And I thought if I could take fruits and veg in a capsule first, I'm there. Yeah. So I ripped it off and ordered these fruits and veggies in a capsule, which scared the absolute shit out of me. But I was completely surprised because they worked. And within the first 2 weeks, I noticed that I was sleeping better, which meant I was waking up with less anxiety. I was getting through the day without having to snack and take V's and all that kind of instant sugar stuff. And at that 2 or 3 week mark, I introduced the shakes, which have a natural mineral in there called niacin, which is amazing for your mental health. It's a mood booster. It's a natural mood booster. We just don't get talked about often enough. And that was when the game changed for me. That was when I realized that I know so many people with mental health issues that don't even realize these products exist. So I started to talk to Lauren because I was recommending my family to take them, and she said, you should get a wholesale account. And I actually went to an event very similar to this. It was in person. It was like one of those weird ass Tupperware parties, right? Where everybody sits around the table and you're kind of sitting there like waiting to get your credit card details out. But I fell in love with it because these ladies were so natural. They were so normal. They were sharing results that were very similar to mine. And I started to get really curious about maybe I could do this business. And I'm so bloody grateful for that moment because it created something amazing for me. I went from being this single, broken shell of a woman who was too frightened to even talk to people out and about to someone here, right? And it was just amazing because that transformation, it let me close down both of my businesses. I was earning a full-time wage within 6 months of doing this business. Now, that's not average, just to know. I worked my ass off for that, but it's very, very possible. Within 6 months, I put aside both businesses. I was earning a full-time wage to stay at home with my babies. And that's when I realized that there is like a huge amount of men and women out there that need to know this shit is legit and that you really can do it from home if you've got the drive and the hard work. Now, these two beautiful ladies, I've seen them in their business over the last few months. I know that they've had phenomenal results, just like I did on the Juice Plus products. So I'm really excited to get to launch their business tonight and tell you all a little bit more about it. But just quickly, before we get into the business side, I want to show you a little bit more about the Juice Plus products because I feel like sometimes they're quite often misunderstood. And if you did really understand the ins and outs of them, you'd know why they work and you'd know why they've been around for over 35 years. So this is them, right? Beautiful, bright, colory. They look like supplements. Now, they naturally are whole food, which kind of messes with some people because it seems like it's something that you've got to get off the chemist shelf. But when you have a look and you turn over on the back, you're actually reading an ingredients list. So what Juice Plus have done is they've realized that as a society, as a world, realistically, we're getting sicker, not healthier. I'm pretty sure we can all agree with that. We all know somebody with depression. We all know somebody with anxiety, someone with inflammation, someone with arthritis, someone with an autoimmune disease. Yeah, someone with something debilitating that's actually making a huge impact in their life and they're just living with it. It's a really sad thing. The majority of things that people whinge about are their finances and their health. It's so common that it's become normal. And you know what Juice Plus is correlated there is the fact that only 2% of Australia and New Zealand's population are eating the recommended daily serves of fruit, veggies, and berries, which is pretty stupid, right? Because fruits, veggies, and berries have the nutrients and the minerals to be able to repair our body and make us feel better. So it really is no surprise it's only 2% of our population who's actually feeling amazing. So over 3 decades ago, they came up with this product. Now, what it is it's literally organic fruits, veggies, and berries with no chemicals, no pesticides, no GMOs, none of that crap that makes our bodies feel even worse. They keep it organic. They wait till it's at its peak nutrient, which I'll explain a little bit more about that, but it's very important. Then they take it off and they pulverize it into a huge big slushy. Now, this is done instantly. It's all done on the farms, okay, because they want to keep as many of those micronutrients intact as possible. Then they slowly dehydrate it and they turn it into what they call micronutrients. Basically, that's all the sugar and all the water removed, and it's just the really cool phytochemicals that help make a difference in our body. So it's like game changing, right? It's a way to get so many more fruits, veggies, and berries in your diet every single day. Now, I've done this for 5 years now, and sometimes I work with people and they say, oh, you know what, but I do eat. I eat quite well. And when we get talking about it, they're buying their stuff from grocery stores or huge chains. Now, I don't know, I'm trying to think. I've spent a lot of time in New Zealand. For the life of me, I can't remember your Woolies alternate. What is it? What's your Woolworths?
Countdown.
Countdown? There's another one.
Countdown.
What's the other one? There's another one. I'm thinking of it.
Pick and save.
Pack and Save, and then there's New World.
Pack and Save. Yeah. So basically, what you think about, you look at those huge organizations, they're not there to care about your nutrients intake, right? They're there to care that their bottom dollar is better than anyone else's. So what they do is they quite often buy, let's just say, take kiwi fruit, for example, right? So I was dealing with a kiwi fruit importer over here. She was amazing because I was picking her brain. And she was telling me that on the farms, they actually pick the kiwi fruits before they're anywhere close to ripe, because they're so hard that they can chuck them all in the back of a truck and take them to the countdown and the pack and saves, okay, to be stored inside gas chambers, fridges, until they become ripe so that they can put them out on the shelf. Now, why they do that is because obviously if they were to transport them at their peak ripeness, they'd end up this huge big mushy slush, right, which no one would buy. Now, how does that affect us? We end up thinking we're doing a good thing and feeding our kids these kiwi fruits that literally have like maybe 5% of the nutrients in there that they should, because they were picked way too damn early. So even for some of us who are actually really trying, we're still not getting the nutrients that our body needs to thrive. So a product like this makes absolute freaking sense. Like, it's genius. And I can tell you it's genius because for 5 years, I've seen people's transformations when they take it. So this is them. This is what we call our premium. This is the fruits, the veggies, and the berries down here in the purple. And you're getting 11 different varieties inside each. So 11 berries, 11 fruit, and 11 veggies. Again, you can read it. Like, let's, for shits and giggles, have a look. Broccoli, parsley, tomato, carrot, garlic, beetroot, spinach, cabbage, lemon peel, and kale. We had kale in our products for 30 years, like way before it became cool, because we understand that's important. Now, the other thing too is that quite often we have flavors that we like, right? So maybe you like carrots, white potato, and broccoli, and you'll have that on repeat every meal that you can. These are different things. Like, even when you're looking at the berries, these are things that you're not going to put in your plate every day, let alone in your groceries, but they're things that our body needs to thrive. You know, so you're looking at black currants, blackberries, elderberries, artichoke, cranberries, bilberries. I didn't even know bilberries existed before Juice Plus, but they're inside my body now every day, and I can tell you what, they work. The energy that I get from that berry blend is next level, and I'm pretty sure if we've got any mums on here that take the products, they will back me up on that. So they're absolutely beautiful products, but the tipping point for me was the fact that they offer the exact same for kids free. Now, this is them as well. Obviously, they know that kids don't like taking capsules. So they haven't put them inside the plant-based capsules, which again, that'll disintegrate once it's inside your body. It's no plastic. They give these little babies instead, which basically look like lollies. But again, that's 11 different varieties of fruit. The micronutrients, the phytochemicals, the minerals, everything that was in the apple, peach, cranberry, orange, mango, pineapple, date, cherry, beetroot, prune, and lemon is inside here. So it's absolutely amazing. And I wish that people would be a little bit more open-minded when they look at it, because it has the science to back it. It has double-bound, placebo-based medical journal studies done in some of the fanciest universities and research labs in the world, Harvard and Cambridge. Now, I find that that's really crazy, because some people out there that want to mess with it and say, oh, it doesn't work. They say that, you know, all the studies are bought. And I'm like, man, if you can buy studies from Harvard, like, I am down. Those guys take their research so seriously. They're not going to sign off on something unless it is 110% what it says it is. Now, the study in Harvard actually shows that our products change your DNA. So they can reverse the damage that you've done over these years. Now, if you've had some party years like me, you'll want to get them in your body, because that kind of stuff is really good for preventative health, as well as just feeling good during the day. So I could go on and on about these products. We actually have a few more, our amazing omega blends and the shakes that I mentioned that have that natural mineral in there called niacin, which is a natural antidepressant. It's amazing if you know of anybody with mental health struggles. But I'm not going to go too much of the ins and outs in there because the girls can tell you all about that when you get to them. I'm going to let them share, and I'm going to let them tell you a little bit more around why they love it, and I guess kind of why they're looking at the business too. So Kiri, I'm going to make you go first, throw you straight in. Can you just take yourself off mute, honey, because it's not letting me do it, but if you do it, I'll stop.
Yeah.
It's yours.
Oh, if we're waiting to do this. Okay. So I guess before I started with Juice Plus, I had no energy, no motivation, no drive to do anything. Was stuck, I guess is the word I'm looking for. And because I was stuck, my mental health suffered big time. My actual health suffered big time. I used to sit around and eat, and I gained a good whole 20 kgs and not even thought anything of it. I went to the doctor and did the whole heavily medicated depression side, and I literally just found myself in a hole without a way to dig up. Like obviously there's a lot more going on with life, and life gets in the way, but not with this stuff. This stuff's easy, it's simple, and it bloody works. So about 4 or 5 months ago, I reached out to the amazing Amira, who's on here, and I started on the capsules and the shakes and everything else like that. And wow. So I've lost 5 kgs, I think I have. And not only that, but I've actually halved my medication for depression. I was on 2 a day. I'm now on 1. And after, I think, 2-3 months, I'm going to drop it again. I went from that numb feeling that you get when you're on depression medication to feeling myself and feeling happy, which I don't know anyone else that's been in a hole and felt happy again, because my God, it does happen. And the community that these people have, I don't even know how to put it. They allow me to dream. This business has allowed me to dream. Yes, I'm on the verge of tears, but I lost that 6 years ago. I was just like, you know what? Who cares? Like, I don't care about myself, so why should anybody care? You should. This community cares. This company cares. And I care about myself now every day when I get up and take my capsules, and it's a completely, I'm not the person I was 4 months ago, and hopefully never ever will be. I'm just excited about the energy that it gives me. I could go on for like hours. It's incredible. But at the end of the day, I don't, with this business side of it, there are no limits, there are no caps, there are no nothing. It's just reach for the stars and see how many stars you can get. Someone once told me that you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and I'm shooting for the stars. There are big things coming, and in all honesty, I'm a just wait and see kind of person.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That makes me so excited. I'm still in back the show here, because I had a call with this woman odd months ago, and she was so shy and so like, give it a go. And to hear
She's
her
left.
Oh, yes, I'm excited. Honey, you so deserve it. You're amazing. You're amazing. And I feel like it, because that was exactly what happened in my journey too. So it's amazing, isn't it? And you kind of feel like a little bit cliche, but it works. So it's like why not? Like, why not do it, and why not tell other people? So I'm so proud of you. Thank you for sharing. Just beautiful.
Right.
Did so well. And we got our other beautiful gal. Where is she? There she is. Thank you.
Hello.
Beautiful. Hi, gorgeous. All right, your turn. Share a little bit around what you've been noticing since, babe.
Oh, cool. Just first of all, I just want to say hello to everybody that's on here. Thank you for coming for me and Kitty Girl. And I just wanted to say I met Kitty for the first time at conference. Hey, babe. And I don't know. She's just one of those people that just sticks out of my mind for me and my crew. Anyways, we had this amazing time where we just bonded. Hey, girl. We did makeup and hair. Yeah, baby. And we were talking about all of this stuff and what it's done, and I just see you just growing, honey. So just keep going. Yeah, you got this, babe. We're gonna have coffee later. Yeah, hard. I know what you're saying. Hi. Yeah, sorry. My story. So I got onto the product by my friend Mine. She's my babe. Hello, my babe. She's on here too. At the time, before I was on the product though, I've always been, I'm a big girl. I like to call myself, I'm fluffy. I'm a fluffy girl, always have been. And in my culture, in our community, we bond over food. We've got a spiritual connection with food. We've got an emotional connection with food. And so I started using. So when some traumatic stuff started happening within my family, started losing our family home, there was this massive, massive weight, this massive burden on my family to try and get that back, because that's our home. We were brought up there. That's where I learned about food. I learned about food there. My nana growing gardens, my nana beans, real natural stuff. Like she had a large property at the back of the house, and she was growing this stuff organically, naturally. So I learned about food there. And so started, there she was, we were losing our family home. We're still in the process of that. It triggered trauma in all of us, in all my family. We've all got, some of them are here tonight. Hey, fams. So they know what I'm talking about. It's hurt us in so many ways that I didn't really realize how badly it was hurting me. I'm a higher functioning kind of person. I think I got my shit all together, But the reality is that I'm just fucking human. So I dealt with it by stress and emotion eating. My weight and everything just went. It skyrocketed, and I was using food as a drug to release my happy endorphins, chocolate, all sorts of crap. So that wasn't really good. So anyway, Sheen's always been in my life. We've known her for many years now, but when she jumped onto this program business thing, I was like, what are you up to, girl? Like, I was going to support her no matter what, but she introduced me to these capsules, and I saw through her eyes, through her family and herself, her story. She needed energy, and I was too. I mean, for those that don't know me, I'm a medical receptionist. I'm actually at work. But they support me enough that they're holding the fort down while I'm here doing my thing. Thanks, girl. So sometimes it can be quite stressful. Sometimes we can deal with patients that can be a bit disgruntled. So emotionally can be drained. Like I'm mentally drained, energy-wise is down. All sorts of things are going on at the time. I wasn't really sleeping that well. Trauma points of losing a house too. Me and my mum were just worried, sickless, about how the hell we're going to get our house back. Just all of these things, life, whatever, just builds up. So when Babe gave me a trial, she gave me a personal stash. She tried me out. I'm like, yeah, well, day 1, day 2, day 3, 4. I noticed that I was going to sleep and sleeping just to sleep, the basic function, right? Sleep, eat, sleeping, going to sleep when I'm going to bed, putting the phone and just shutting down, waking up, revitalize, revamp for me just to carry on with my day. So that one was another one. And then slowly starting to feel good. For some reason, just started feeling good about myself too. I mean, I know I'm fluffy, But I started feeling really good about myself. So things started to slowly change. Attitude changed, mood changed. Also identified that I had hormone imbalance issues. Ugh. I wasn't as healthy as what I thought I was. These markers for diabetes, it's in the culture, it's in my blood, it's in my heart conditions, blah, blah, blah. So now I'm on the capsules. My eating has kind of reduced. My eating portion size has reduced. My skin's clearing up, which is great because I always had skin issues. Another sign of hormone imbalance, adult acne, irregular periods. Sorry for the tani in here. Irregular periods all over the place. Just not as healthy as what I thought. Not good. And now I'm on all 4 of them: the fruits, veg, berries, and omegas. I'm getting to a point now where my mindset is better. I'm feeling good about myself. The inside, you can't get that outside if the inside isn't working properly. So I feel more rejuvenated, more energized, just feeling better about shit, better about life. There's a lot of things that I've got to look forward to in life. I'm not going to be a sad sack of shit, no bloody way. I'm planning on getting married to my darling who's here. Hello. His name's Graydon, by the way. And I think he's on here with my mummy. Hi, mummy. And they're my biggest support teams too, along with the rest of my friends and family that are on here as well. In terms of the people that I've also invited to have a look at these products, my best mate, Upper, she's also on this business too. Her hands have changed. They look amazing. They look like zombies before, and now they look fantastic. My cousin Des is on here with her girl, and her girl also has hormonal issues, and baby's skin is clearing up and her health is getting better. I want that for my whole family, all my friends and family. So, goal. So in the future, very soon, like tomorrow, I plan to be starting my 8-week challenge. So it's a program that we have here with that just tries to, it's not just about weight loss, it's the whole thing, the motivation, the being inspired every day and just take caring of the mind, body and soul completely together, not separately. So yeah, I'm planning to start that journey tomorrow, and I'm planning to document that for everybody to share with me. So that's my story. Thank you.
You're a honey. You're amazing. This is the first time I've really got to hear like your actual story from your mouth. And oh, girlfriend, far out. You got big places to go. I'm so excited for you ladies tonight.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. And I wish you.
She is a honey.
She is a honey. And
Thank
you know
you.
what? I hope that you really do get to help your family, because that's something next level. Helping yourself is awesome, but when you can help the other people you care about, that's amazing. So thank you.
Oh, I have another goal too.
Yeah.
Now I put it out in our intentions. So my darling, he's on here. But also because of my hormonal imbalances, it was affecting my abilities to have baba. So me and my partner, we've been trying to have a baba, and I'm hoping this time next year we'll be able to have one.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, I'll be sending you all the good vibes and all the Juice Plus vibes. That's amazing. Hey,
You hear that, Jill? You hear that?
I have a story to tell you. I won't waste time here. I'm going to voice note it to you, but I had a girlfriend who thought she was infertile. Turns out she's not when she's on Juice Plus.
Oh, yes, please. I'd love to hear that story, Kat. Thank you, darling.
I will. It was amazing. But anyway, so obviously you can see why we're so passionate about it. It makes freaking sense and it works. And we want to be able to help as many people feel good as possible. But there's an even cooler side, and that's the ability to be able to create some income behind the scenes from your phone, from your laptop, from your work office, back office, all this kind of stuff is the beauty of what we do. And when I first built it, I was literally on my phone in between life, just building a second stream of income behind the scenes. I mean, like, you guys checked your screen time lately? I'm pretty sure the majority of us are on the phone more often than we should be. So we may as well be making some money from it. So with these beautiful products, they don't hire fancy as hell people to talk about it, to get on radio shows and morning shows and everything. What they do is they pay us, the people who take Juice Plus, to talk about it and showcase our results. And if people inside our lives then want to order, we get commission back from referring, which is pretty damn awesome, because if you think about it, we refer a lot in life. We talk about the movies that we like, we talk about the coffee shops that we like, we talk about the mean feeds that we get to go and have. We put it all on social media, so we may as well be able to utilize it and create a business that could potentially, like me, replace your full-time income if you go hard enough. So I'm going to share a little bit more about the business model, because when I first come in this business, I copped a lot of shit for it from uneducated people who weren't really sure what they were talking about. So my whole goal now is to educate people around the beauty of online work and what it is. So when I first came out of school, I had my dream to own my dance studio, right? I had to start in a retail to be able to save up the 10 grand to start it. So I started off in retail, you know, it was a real shit job. I swapped in my time for a dollar figure. I was getting a wage at the end of the week, and I had to work my way up the ranks to prove myself. Now, even if I was to work really hard, I was never going to get up here because it was a family-run business. So I actually worked pretty solidly here for a good number of years, and I managed to work my way up. The shitty thing about this is that as I worked my way up, I had to step over people. So it actually created like a lot of bitterness at work, because it was like, oh, well, she got the promotion and I didn't. And it was kind of like this high school mentality that kind of made me not want to turn up to work, because I was terrified about what the gossip and the backstabbing and everything that was happening. Yeah, horrible. I don't know how this business model works for so many people, but it does, because the CEO tells them what to do and they make money for the CEO. Yeah. Now, I worked in this late nights, I worked overtime, I worked split shifts, I worked Christmas, I worked Easter, I worked as much as I could to try and pick up the money so that I could become the CEO and have my own business, because I don't like being told what to do. Revert back to my start of what I say. But you know what I found in this, and if anybody else has ever had a small business, basically everything that you earn for the good start of your business goes straight back out in overheads. So I had a dance studio, so I was paying rent, utilities, wages, insurance. I was paying so much that meant that at the end of the day, I was sometimes paying my staff more than I was taking home. And that was really shit as a single mum, because I didn't have a second stream of income to back me up. So that was why I was scraping around in the couch to try and find the money to put fuel in the car. Now, since doing this business for 5 years, I've connected with so many people who are finding that this model doesn't work. Yeah, they're exhausted, they're stressed, they're turning up to a workplace where they feel bullied or unappreciated, and they're just kind of losing their marbles in it. And I don't blame them, because I think it's so outdated and I don't think it works anymore. Our business model online is totally different. Every single person comes in with their own ability to be able to create income. And I love that, because look, we have a lot of healthcare professionals that utilize our products. So I was a really great dancer, I was cool at some pirouettes. I was nothing on paper compared to some of the MDs that were coming in with, you know, like behavioral science backgrounds and everything, nutritional support, and all those people that kind of had an idea of what they were talking about. I just knew that the products worked, but we come in at the same level. And I loved that, because it was such an even playing field. Now, the other cool part is National Marketing Director is kind of like our CEO. That's like a 6-figure income, which is really cool, right? Now, that's unlimited. So every single one of these beautiful ladies can create an NMD business if they want. There's no one sitting above them to say, nah, stop. You've had too many sales this week. You know, there's not enough hours for you. You can literally, like, sky's the bloody limit. And I love that. But my favorite thing about this model is it doesn't just have to be that way. You know, I've got some mums that come in and they're like, I just want $200 a month to be able to put aside for groceries so that I'm not stressed. Then I've got other people that come in, like my girlfriend Ashley, who wanted to be able to do her yoga certificate over in Bali. She was from New Zealand and she wanted to be able to create some freedom so that she could go there. She was backpacking though, so she had not enough money to back her up. So we got her business earning about $1,000 a week so that she could replace her income and go over there and study. That was her goal. Then you've got people like me and a couple of the others that you'll meet along the way that are just like, oh, give it to me. And I'm excited because I feel like these girls are going to be the same. Just give it to me. Teach me what to do. There is no other industry that I would feel comfortable partaking in that I could earn 6 figures with my experience. If I can do this online around my kids and around all my other priorities, I'm there. And you know what? I went really hard. And like I mentioned, I replace my income within the first 6 to 7 months. Within the first 18 months, I was earning 100 grand a year. And for me, that was like, you know, mic drop kind of stuff, because I'd had people said to me previously that it would never work, stick to your traditional job, keep building your business. But I'm telling you what, the online place is the place to be. There is just so much movement and potential here at the moment. Now, the other thing that I think people are quite terrified of when they start is, you know, am I going to have to push sales on people? Nobody wants to be a salesperson. Let's be honest. If I can tell you that that is probably the most common thing that I get told, and it is the least thing that I have to worry about inside this business. If you utilize social media, you have 7 million people at your fingertips. You don't have to bug the people that you love. If they want it, cool. If they don't, there's endless potential for you to still grow your business. Now, to give you an example, so here's me, Katrina, my first team member. So the first lady that I taught how to do this business, she was a mum of a son at the dance school that I was owning. Now, Miranda had really amazing results on the product. Her son had an impacted bowel, and this completely rectified his gut issues. So a whole lot of her family were on there, and she was just telling everybody that would listen how amazing Juice Plus was. Now, that actually led to her signing up someone that she'd never met in New Zealand. Now, this had all happened within my first 2 weeks of the business. I had an international company within 14 days and I had no idea what I was doing. And that to me showed the power of what we've got. Now, from this lady, we now have, get ready for this, my Kiwis, over 250 of you in New Zealand using and sharing this product, not just clients, but actually sharing the product behind the scenes, because she talked to someone who talked to someone who talked to someone who talked to someone who talked to someone. Yeah, and that is all popcorned out from there. Now, obviously, as the results grow, the people grow, and it talks, and it talks, and it talks. And now along the way, I've got pretty good at finding people as well. I found people who want out of their job, who want to be able to create some flexibility, who want to stay home with their kids, who want to do things. And I've been able to niche a system to put people in so that they can work this business really successfully. Now, from that 5.5 years ago, we now have a team of over 1,000 distributors, plus multiple thousands of clients all over the world. We've got clients in Mexico, we've got clients in America, the UK, Canada, Dubai, Malaysia. Malaysia team's going gangbusters at the moment, but there are people literally all over the planet helping build my business. And some of them, most of them, I've never even met before. That's the power of social media and an online network. This is where I feel like people are working way hard than they need to, because I've got people in here now who will help support my business even if I'm having a bad day, if I want to take time off, if I want to go on holidays, if I want to get pregnant and have a year off to grow my baby, which I did. You know, I had a system that supported me and I was still getting paid. That's true freedom and flexibility, and it's such a better way to do the business. So we get paid 3 ways, and we can tell you all about that. It's absolutely amazing. You can have a retail front where you just utilize the client base. You can have a business, a building business, where you help generate people and you help teach them how to do it. You can also get paid a performance bonus. So whatever you create, you get paid back from Juice Plus. Now, the beauty of this is that none of this money comes from anybody underneath you. Yeah, I would not feel okay about that, because I adore these people. I don't want to be earning my income off them. What I want to be doing is utilizing a smart company like Juice Plus, who keeps their millions of dollars aside every year. They don't pay for fancy things like celebrity endorsing, right? They don't pay Kim K $2 million a year just to put up a few Instagram posts. What they do is they pay all this money that they save directly to us. And that's how we can create a really cool income from some smart profits. So I've got my beautiful Sheen, who's sharing lastly with us tonight. She's going to talk a little bit more about her business story, because this woman has come in what, 9-10 months and completely smashed the scenes. And I'm so excited for her, because she's another gorgeous mama to girls like me. Sheen, are you there, darling? I know you're probably mum lifing, but if you are, can you put your video on? because I can see her, but I can't. Maybe she's mum lifing. How about you, Amira? Do you want to share?
I'm unlifing, but I'll see how far we can get before a child into that.
Okay. I'm going to put you as a spotlight. Have you got any lighting, or are you in there with babies sleeping?
I'm in here with baby not asleep but laying on me, and he's got tonsillitis, guys, so he's just a miserable wee soul, so we're just going to keep the lights off for the safety.
100%. You just share a little bit, because I mean, like, your story is very similar to Sheena. Oh, Sheen's is there now. Do you want me to? Hey,
Yep,
Sheen.
swap back so I got the cough.
Okay, you stay there. You stay there with your sick bubbas. I'll put Sheen's on. Thank you, beautiful. Hey, girlfriend.
Hello. Sorry, guys. I was just putting my baby in bed.
That's okay. It's totally mum lifetime. I get it. I get it. Can you share a little bit about the business? What you've noticed? What you'd say to people who were sitting on the fence?
Oh, honestly, guys, if you have like any curiosity or like if you just have like I really want to try this, you definitely need to do this. I was that person. Sorry, I'm real nervous and just off guard right now. The business opportunity offers you freedom of everything. So like freedom of time, money, like the money is fucking amazing, and you just got more friends that actually back you and they're there for you. They support you in everything, and if you're having trouble, like the mentors, they become your friends, and you can lean on them with everything and anything, and they're there for you, and you don't get judged. And then you help other people do amazing things like this, and they start feeling beautiful and vibrant, and then they hook up with people who also start feeling vibrant and beautiful through the business, making good income for their families. I can't wait to be a stay-at-home mum. I feel like I'm halfway there, so I'm real excited. Currently changed my job, took a little bit of a pay cut, but I'm actually loving it, and I'm excited for my future in this business. And honestly, if any of you want to try this, just dive straight into it. I didn't know anything when I started, and I promoted quite fast, and I still didn't understand it. But as other people wanted to do this, wanted the lifestyle, wanted the money that I was getting, I learned heaps. Like, you earn and learn, and that's the best thing about it. You don't have to wait or study or read shit. You earn and learn.
Oh, I love it, darling. And you've done so well. Like, can I just highlight, I know you're trying to be humble, but you have basically like flown through and probably made, well, you've got $1,000 bonus coming up, right? And you're scraping at it. Just to give you an idea, that's just a bonus, right? So that's just one way of the way we get paid. Plus you're getting your retail commission and all that kind of stuff as well. So tell me, like, what have you been doing with the bonuses? What difference have they been making?
A huge difference. I mean, in my first bonus, the 150, I was like, oh, I might just go buy the kids some shoes and stuff. And I just went online and shopped crazy. And then in that same month, I got a $300 bonus for getting to the next promotion. I was like, oh, maybe I'll save some. So I put like 150 away. And then I got my commission, and I was just like, holy fuck, what do I do? And I was still getting my income from work, which was a lot. And then my partner's like, you should just save it. So I just put it away. It was just, and then we went on this massive holiday, which was fucking amazing. And Rotorua, we just went crazy. I just brought literally anything and everything, spent money on like anything the kids wanted. I think I spent like $200 in time zone. And it's mental on the weekends with like all the kids. Fuck, it was crazy. But I mean, like the money is super flexible, and the $1,000, I actually have no idea what I'm going to do with it. I feel like I'm going to blow it, like shout the team here in Wanganui, just a big piss up. Girls, the ones in Palmy, come on over. But yeah, hopefully I save some.
Yeah, no, I'm down. Save it for when I get there, right? October.
Yes.
Save it
I'll
for
have more by then.
No, you're awesome. Thank you so much, babes, and I can't wait for it. I have a feeling that it's going to be done very freaking soon. So I'm excited for you. Thank you for sharing a little bit about it. And look, honestly, like, I feel like sometimes it's too good to be true, and I'm sure Sheen feels like that too, like when the money just keeps coming in, but it's a direct reflection of the people that you're helping. So many of us are conditioned to believe that you've got to put in so much effort to get money, but there are so many ways out there that you can work smarter and not harder, and this is definitely one of them. So if you value your freedom, if you value family time, or you value not having a boss, this is a beautiful way to be able to get ahead and really start to do something. This company that we work for has been around 50 years and they haven't once missed a paycheck. So that's some really cool legacy to get behind. They're not going anywhere anytime soon. And I'm just so excited to see these girls soar. So thank you so much for all of the beautiful input tonight. Look, I totally get this isn't going to be for everybody. Not everybody understands it yet, but I hope you know that we're all real. We all have real energy, real stories, and we've been able to create something pretty amazing. I can swear now because Sheena sweared, so I feel okay about it, but pretty damn amazing. And I really just, I can't wait till you guys are 5 years down the track, having the freedom, the lifestyle, you know, the emotional revenue, the financial security that this business truly can create. It's next fucking level. So huge love to you all. And I can't wait to see more beautiful faces. If you are looking, just if you are on here as a guest, it's $50 to join our business until the 1st of July at 5 p.m. for you guys. Then it reverts back up to $172. So it's an insane time to get started. If you're curious, just do what Sheena said and jump in, work the rest out later. I promise you won't regret it. But huge love, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye.